Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Anique, and you are back, or I'm back at it again with another one. And we're going to be talking about this couple right here that basically has been going viral for the woman of the relationship exposing her husband. Now, conveniently, after I did my live, and I was like, yeah, they probably doing this for a stunt. Now, all of a sudden, she is coming and saying that it was all a lie. She on her Carly Red, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. And I'm just like, girl, okay. And I'm about to start charging a fee for these YouTube couples because I swear to you, every time I do a breakdown on a big popular couple, I say some nuggets like, girl, I would have said it was this, or I would have did this, da, 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 da. Then all of a sudden, that couple come through with the advice that I be giving like it was an original thought, like you was for the whole time, that's really what it was. Girl, it's giving, you need to pay me a fee for your PR damage control because, baby, we the people don't believe you. But anyways, I'm going to show you some of my last video that I did on them. And I'm going to show you the precise moment that I basically called a thing. And I'm like, listen, either way, whether it was a stunt to get views or whether you really was trying to out your husband, you guys both played yourself for the fool, period. So we're going to get on into this gig. I'm not going to hold y'all up. I'm going to start off with a bang with my video that I previously did on them. And I'm going to basically just share that particular part. And then we're going to get on into it. Okay? Because, baby, it's giving Nique is the influence. No, I'm just kidding. Let me play this part right here. TikToker that we were talking about is this couple right here, and how the wife came a few days ago and exposed him, and how now they're back together and everything is peachy clean afterwards. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, was it a stunt for social media or what? Because at the end of the day, whether it was a stunt for social media, an attempt to get views, whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, it made them both look goofy. It made her look goofy more so than anything, that you just exposed him. He's supposed to be this horrible person. He's such this raggedy dude that you had to pick up and dust off and, you know, iron him out to be a good version of himself for you. And then you did all of that hoopla online, and now you back with him canoodling, talking about a mommy makeover and how he gonna give you a mommy makeover. Girl, are you paying for that too? Are we gonna find out later that you paying for that too? Because apparently a part of the live that we just left, she talking about he about to get her a mommy makeover. Well, we found out that you flexed that he bought you a Range Rover, and he did not. You said you paid for it. Then we found out in the live where y'all was talking about each other that you said that, you know, he put in on the house and you got the house and all that. So just stop, okay? Because now it's the mommy makeover, and now he getting you the mommy makeover. And all right, so that was a video that I did, I want to say more than a day ago, but you know, YouTube, they be saying a day ago till it's officially 48 hours. So I think I did it 2 days ago, to be honest. And so I did this video, talked about this couple, and in the comments, here come Rose making a comment talking about great video, queen. I know, girl. It feels good to be back because YouTube missed me, okay? Like, there's other content creators to break down these stories, but baby, it's giving Nique needs to join in on the action because my POV be my POV, okay? Period. So, yeah, so baby girl jumped down in my comments and she was all like, great video, queen. Girl, I know you watched and I am glad that you did because I feel like I gave you some idea in your head to say, you know what? It was all a lie. It was all a lie. And now she's going live saying that it was all a stunt so that she can give the trolls content. So So basically, she did a live and she was basically saying like, oh, it was a lie. There was some people that was trolling me. And when they was trolling me, they had been talking mess about me. And since they were talking so much crap about me, I decided to give them more ammo to use to talk ish about me. So therefore, me and Bae, we planned this argument because they already had so much stuff to talk about me. So I decided to give them more stuff to talk about me, even though I begged and pleaded them to stop talking about me. I even cried and all of that. And so I was watching that this morning and I'm like, okay, so these people have been doing content on you. Mind you, she ain't talking about me because my first video about her was this one. So anyways, and I don't be doxing people. I feel like that's whack. Honestly, I don't know who the content creator she was referring to in that live is, but apparently she was saying that there's this content creator who was doing videos on her. The person was doxing her, giving up her information, telling all of her personal business, which I do not condone. I don't dox people. I don't do stuff like that on my channel. But apparently, she had even broke down crying, and she was so fed up with this content creator doing content that she even came on the internet and she was crying about it. So in an attempt to troll them, she decided to give them more content to talk about her, and this was a whole scheme and plot that Todd set up. Okay, that's what she said, and we're gonna get on into it. If you did not watch my original video, definitely go watch it. We were on live for an hour and a half discussing this topic. This is part 2 to this whole saga. I'm not gonna rehash all of the things that I covered in the first video, but I will give you a little bit of a refresher of what she's saying was a lie. Okay, so in this video I was discussing her saying that, you know, her man was basically a bum when she got him, the fantasy that she presented to her audience of him being a high value man, you know what I mean? She burst his bubble when she was saying that it was all a lie. And listen, before I even play her video, from watching her earlier today, again, I've never seen the other content creators, never heard of them. I don't know who the other content creators are that she said that she was giving them content, right? But I'm going to take a while. This is my theory, okay? Now that I got more intel, okay, because people be telling on themselves subliminally or whatever. This is what I think. And I could be wrong, and it could have been just a whole plot and scheme that Todd set up. But I think the argument was real, okay? I think a part of it was probably stemmed off of what, you know, the other content creators had to say. But this is my theory after I watched her this morning talk about it was all a lie. Now, she talked about, again, how they were doxing her, how they were telling her personal business, da-da-da-da-da, and they were talking crap about her. I'm going to go out on a wild guess, and maybe later I'll check out their videos to see what it is about. I really don't like to support, like, you know, docs and stuff, but I'm going to check out and see what they're about. But I'm going to go out on an educated guess based on her live earlier and say that if they were talking about her and they were making her out to be unfit, because she said that they were saying, oh, like she needs CPS called on her. And they were like, you know, making it seem like she was unfit. And then she was talking about how she clapped back at the other girl, trying to say the other girl was unfit. It was a whole lot of. My theory is those allegations got under her skin. The fact that these people were seemingly propping up her husband as if he was better than her as the individual in the relationship. I think, and again, this is all theory because this could all, in fact, be a plan or a scheme that Todd set up. But I'm a YouTuber, and hey, I'm going to jump out the window and just say for the sake of what it looked like, okay? Because I said what it looked like already. I'm going to say what it looked like some more. So anyways, for the sake of them, if what she says is true about their content and them painting her as an unfit parent, I think that really got under her skin. I think that really triggered her. And I think that there was something that he said that set her off, because how dare you confirm, or, you know what I'm saying, act like you really better of a parent than me, and then the whole argument went kaboom. Okay? I think that's what it was. I think the part that she's telling the truth about is, you know, it probably did stem from something the troll said, but it was something the troll said that got up under her skin that made her really go off on her man. Because that argument, at the end of the day, a lot of YouTubers do fake stuff for views. That argument felt like it was really authentic, and it felt like she really wanted to set the record straight that I'm not no kept woman, he's a kept man. Okay? And I think that the idea of people continuing to go along with that while putting her down, because at the end of the day, she created this narrative that he was a high value man, he rescued her, and all of that stuff. That narrative benefited her. Like, I've escaped, you know, dealing with a black man. Now I got my white king, and now I'm scooped up, and now I'm in a better place, and oh, you know, y'all need to choose better. All of that narrative benefited her, but when it started to turn, okay, and it started to turn and people started to prop him up for real, and bring her down, I feel like she got triggered and she got mad and she wanted to burst that bubble and bring it down to reality. And she didn't realize how it would really ultimately make her look in the overall grand scheme of things. That's my theory. Again, I don't know for sure, but that's just what it seemed like after I analyzed and I looked at her live video earlier. Now, another thing at play can also be postpartum depression as well. I am a mother of an 11-year-old, and when I first had her, you know, things was a little rough to start out with. So I do acknowledge that women can go through postpartum depression. And so therefore, this is simply content. I don't really hold it against her, because at the end of the day, she got a fresh baby, but I'm still going to be real on what I see, and we going to get this content out. Okay? So, period. Somebody said she doxed people first. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, so this person says she doxed people first. The crying was an act after she doxed several people and spoke ill on someone's child. Tosh the CC was robbed. Oh. I don't know none of that. I swear to you, I haven't seen the person Tosh. I'm just now getting back on YouTube after recovery. That's just my assessment from what it seemed like. I really don't know. If she doxing people first, I don't condone doxing either way. Somebody said, hey, Nique, I pray you feel as good as you look, sis. You came back swinging. All the content you've been feeding us. Keep being authentic to yourself. Thank you, boo. Yes. We're going to get into it. So with that being said, let's get into the video that has gone viral. And what I think is another part that I think that she said that was slightly true was the idea that she didn't expect bigger content creators to pick this up. So for a long time, according to her, these group of girls have been talking about her, and it's kind of been, you know, under wraps. That's because that was their theory. They were going off of your videos, saying what they thought, blah, blah, blah. But when you give the people ammo to confirm things that have been said, of course it's going to spread like wildfire. And of course people like me and other content creators with big platforms are going to talk about it, girl. What you thought? Anyway, so let me pull up the video and let's get into it. And whoever is doxing, don't do that, Rose. If you was doxing people, you dead wrong. Don't play victim after you done dox somebody if you really done dox somebody. And the other people, you know.
You lied about having a daughter when I met you, bro. Let's be honest about that. Because you told me to go on live and then you stopped yelling the way that you were yelling. While I was silent. I was absolutely silent while you were yelling and being really aggressive. I was silent. I didn't say a word while you were being really, really, really aggressive. Remember? Remember that? Remember the way you just jumped up and what happened to the baby when you jumped up to hit Raiden because you said he wasn't listening to you?
Is that what happened?
Remember that? Do you remember, Brett? Let's just be very, very honest about it.
Spank boys on the butt.
Yeah, and then the way that I got upset because you almost dropped the baby to hit Raiden.
Let me pause real quick. Let's address one of her fans, or maybe her from her burner account. I don't know. But daughter of King of Kings says, and sounds like a burner account. Hi Rose. Hey boo. Hi girl. I didn't say that my platform was as big as yours. I do not have 1 million subscribers. What I did say was a platform like mine being a commentary channel, because my channel is a big commentary channel, boo-boo. Don't play. Don't play. Okay, so me having a big platform for commentary and other YouTubers who have a big platform and even bigger than mine, bigger platform for commentary. She didn't expect people like me or the likes of other YouTubers that have slightly bigger commentary channels to cover it. She was expecting people, like she said, that didn't have monetization, barely have views to cover it, and she thought it was going to be under wraps. So, baby, her channel is big, but thanks to her husband and the swirl narrative that she pushed in the whole, you can get swooped up by a white king narrative, it did her well. Now, if I was to get on here and I started to have me a white king and parade him around and act like he buying me Range Rovers and I'm footing the bill, my subscribers is going to rise up too, baby. Don't really take much skill, okay, to do that. Okay, I could lay on my back and push out. Well, I can't push out no more babies, but I could lay on my back too, child. Anyway, getting back to it, this is what we were talking about. And hey, Rose, stay a while. Also, too, Rose, come on live and let's talk, because I don't know much about you personally. It don't take me much to pick up on and clock some stuff, because I've been doing this for a long time. I'm very new to you and your situation, but I just clock stuff real fast. And if I'm wrong, you could come up here and correct me. We could talk. It won't be no screaming match or nothing like that. I ain't really got nothing personal against you. I don't know you like that to have nothing personal against you. But let's go.
Let's be real about that. The way that you don't take care of your daughter at all whatsoever, the way that you did not take care of Race for the whole first year of his life, the way that you did not take care of Race for the whole first year of his life. Let's just be very, very, very honest. Let's be honest about it. Rose paid for every single aspect of your life. Brett, you literally did not have anything before. Let's be honest about that. You were 32 years old, living in somebody's basement on a mattress. Didn't even have a bed. Only on a mattress. Only on a mattress. You moved into my luxury apartment with me. You were asking me, hey, come. Oh my God, you are a liar. You were asking me, hey, come to my house. And I felt uncomfortable to come to your house because you lived in the ghetto. Let's be honest. What are you talking about?
I didn't want to spend
let's just be very, very honest about it. Let's stop.
All right, so that's the video that she is now claiming was a lie. So she's saying that argument with her husband was fake. It was planned and it was plotted. And it was not real. It was for the trolls. And because people have trolled her, she decided to troll them. And that's what that was. Now, let's get into the live that she did today, where she brung out her Carly Red papers and she said it was all a lie. It was all a lie. And I'm so sick of those ghetto girls picking on me. Like, those ghetto girls, how dare they? And again, I don't condone doxing, but it be certain type of undertones where you could kind of really tell what type of person that the person is. Like, just hearing her saying oh, that's ghetto, or when she was on live earlier talking about, oh, it's the ghetto girls, making those kind of comments. I'm like, okay, do she just surround herself around a bunch of white people and hear oh, you're not like the rest of them? Oh, is that what it's given? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you the one black friend out of your friend group. You are the black friend, in your friend group and they tell you, I like you, girl, you not like the other ones. So now you get on here. Anyway, child, let's go.
Son is a rapist. We need to solve costs. And like I told Dana in the message, that let's give them something to talk about, because I knew that's why I didn't post it on my channel. We got on for a short period of time, argue, because we know they have their post notifications on and they be awake at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's why we got on at like 1 o'clock in the morning. They'd be awake on their doing live videos for 3 hours about us. So we got on live and did the little argument or whatever and did not post it because it wasn't supposed to reach our subscribers. It was just supposed to be for these weird trolls that were monetizing off of us so that we could sit back and laugh at them thinking that we were separated. But of course the bitches took a whole screen recording and like just, that really escalated like crazy, like way more than we thought that it would. Trolling the trolls.
So as you see, she says that
People
argument was trolling the trolls.
I mean, these people were going live for 3 hours a night, every night, about us, purely about us.
The What Rose Up To podcast.
Huh?
The What Rose Up To podcast.
Yeah, like her whole channel. There's reaction pages. A reaction page is a reaction page. Like, oh my God, can y'all believe she did this? Like these other women, those are reaction pages. But like the Tasha girl, not Tasha K, the other Tasha girl that started this, the Tasha mob, saying, look at this little Bill ass bitch. Her son is Race the Rapist. My son is 3 years old, talking about Race the Rapist. Her son is a rapist. We need to call CPS on this hoe. We need to figure out what island she on. I think she in Oahu. We need to find her baby daddy. Like, exposing the baby daddy and the name. We need to call CPS. I'm seeing people in her comments. Oh, we all called CPS all on her already. Everyone else called like just dumb shit. Like, that is not a reaction page. That was pure hate, pure envy, pure just evil, and just
yeah,
like,
she was breastfeeding. That's why I had to blur it out.
That she knew me. Like, you would genuinely think she knew me and like had beef. Like, I stole her man. I keep saying that. You would think I stole her man or something.
Somebody in the comments said that she's calling me out. My name is not Tosh or Tosh Mob. My name is Anique at Night. And my first video that I did on her was the video that I did the other day. I've never ever in life did commentary on her ever. So I've never done a 3-hour live on her. I've never went back to back to back going live on her. The other day was one video and this is the second. So she's not calling me out because I don't sit and make commentary night after night about her. But since y'all into it, I do what's trending. And what's trending, baby, we gonna get into it. Okay? Is it trending? Is it calling my name? No, I'm just kidding. Trending stories are calling my name.
How she's going in, like cussing, yelling, fighting. And then when I finally, because they were on a page, they were doing this for a month before I ever got on their page. I finally got on their page because these women all have issues. Like the Tasha girl, that was talking about me being an unfit mother and sending CPS on me. She had, what is it called, a GoFundMe up last year because her and her children were sleeping in the car. And then the other girl that was on her panel had an issue where her child ended up wrapping, and it's terrible for the child, but her child ended up wrapping herself up in blinds, and then the mother, which is the woman that was on the panel, went up and to the police and claimed insanity. So I got on her panel and said, hey, didn't this happen to your child? And didn't this happen to you? But you're calling me insane? You're talking about mental health issues, but you went and claimed insanity after, you know, what happened with your baby? And then oh my gosh, I can't believe Rose said this about someone's baby. What the heck? You guys are literally provoking. Like, what are you talking about? When I finally defend myself and get up, then, oh my God, you guys, you see what Rose said? Like, no, that's big time gaslight and big time, like, crazy. Of course, the ghetto girls, they're not gonna understand and they're gonna have their opinions, but that's on them.
Love you, Mom.
I'm not talking about people that just don't agree. I'm talking about the Tasha girl. I love you too.
You see, it's like, and I chopped her live up because she was live for a long time, so I chopped it up to the points that I wanted to talk about. But it's just like the way that she say it or whatever. And again, I haven't seen the other girls' commentary, so I really don't know, but it's just funny the way she said it. The ghetto girls.
Of course, the ghetto girls, they're not gonna understand and they're gonna have their opinions, but that's on them.
Love you, Mom.
And I tried my best to blur her kids out.
Don't agree. I'm talking about the Tasha girl. I love you too. What, baby? What? No, I do not homeschool. The ghetto girls, I'm talking about some woman named Tasha and her mob that are gonna get on here as soon as they see me say, I don't vaccinate my kids. They're gonna get on live, a 3-hour live, and be like, call CPS. She doesn't vaccinate her kids. They watch my live while they're on live. Someone said not black girls ghetto. Calling black girls ghetto. Calling the black girls that are ghetto, yes. It's like getting mad at a white woman for calling another girl Karen, another white woman Karen. Yes, you call the Karens Karens. You call the ghetto ones ghetto. Not calling every black woman ghetto, silly. Talking about the ones that get on, Lil Bill head ass, Lil Bill, race the rapist. Just yelling and cussing and screaming. Not every black woman. I didn't say, and I literally said nothing about color.
Y'all see me typing in her live? Y'all know I am a fool. Look at what I typed in her live. And then, cause I'm trying to figure out, is the situation with hubby ghetto, or that's not ghetto? Is that ghetto? What's ghetto like? Oh my God. Cause I'm trying to figure out, is the situation with hubby ghetto or what? What's ghetto, sweetie? Let's figure it out. Ooh-wee. And some of the parts, I got tired of blurring out the kids. Oh man, it was a task trying to blur the kids out because, you know, she's content, her kids are innocent, so, you know, I don't want to put them in my commentary, anything that's probably, you know, not in favor of the family or whatever. So, child, I got tired of trying to blur out the kids. So some of the parts, I would just crop it down. I would just crop it down for a period of time because my blur tracker, it kept going off the baby head. I'm like, oh, man, just crop it down. Okay? But anyway.
Literally just made that up, that I was saying black girls are ghetto. You could be ghetto and be white. Brett is ghetto. You ghetto, right, babe?
Huh?
You ghetto.
A little bit. Yeah. I can be a little ratchet.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
This can be a...
I can be a
oh, she didn't like you playing in our faces or our set. I'm sorry. I truly apologize. I already apologize, guys.
It wasn't for you.
Yeah, it wasn't for you, and I apologize that it got to you. I understand, but I I don't want to just keep apologizing because I already apologized. I don't want to keep living in my past. But what was I gonna say? Okay, so I wanted 1 million subscribers deeply, but I never knew what came with it. So someone said, like, do y'all feel like celebrities? I don't know how a celebrity feels because I've never been a celebrity.
All right, and so I cut the whole celebrity conversation out. Basically, she said that she didn't feel like she was a celebrity, and she was basically talking about whether she had any regrets as far as her presence on social media. And then she went on to say that she regret oversharing too much. And then Brett in the background, he said that he was a celebrity, so he know what it's like to be a celebrity. And I should have put that part in, but child, like I said, I got tired of trying to blur the kids out. It was taking forever. So I'm gonna just give you the summary because I just end up editing part of it out because the kids, they was popping in and da-da-da, and I was just like, child, I'm tired of trying to get these kids' heads and stuff, child. But anyways, so she was saying that she don't know what it's like to be a celebrity. She say that now that she live in Hawaii, people recognize her more in Hawaii than they did now. And she said that she wished that she could have 1 million subscribers online, but nobody recognized her in real life. And then Brett chimed in and he said that he's a celebrity and he know what it's like to be a celebrity because he was doing security and he was on some panel for a TV show as a celebrity guest. So that made him a celebrity and he know what it's like to be a celebrity. And then she basically was like, boy, bye, you wasn't no dang celebrity. You sound crazy. And I was thinking, you was on a panel on what TV show? And then she basically burst his bubble. And then she was like, boy, didn't nobody know who you was? I actually should have kept that part in. She was like, don't nobody know who you was? Didn't nobody know you? Like you wasn't no celebrity. Then she starts saying that he beat somebody up real bad. Cause people, again, it really gets under her skin when people praise him as if his temperament is better than hers. So then the next part, again, I mean, I got it in my computer. I could pull it up, but I was tired of, I probably try to play the audio or whatever. But anyway, so then she was like, what'd she say? She said that, what did she say? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so then people was telling her, they was like, oh, you know, he's very calm. He doesn't get riled up. Like, he doesn't try to argue. Like, he's so, like, good at being reserved. And they were, like, giving him his props for, like, being reserved, not arguing, not wilding out. And then in attempt to combat them saying that he was reserved, she had to make it a point to let people know that he beat the brakes off of some guy. And then they had this back and forth because she was like, oh, he beat up this guy so bad and he had this picture on his page and he had blood on his face and the other guy had blood on him. And let me show him the picture. Let me show him the picture. And he basically telling her like, nah, chill. And then she like, no, let me show them the picture. Like, I want to show him the picture. Like, she wanted to make sure that people knew that he not this goody two shoes that they trying to make him out to be. And then people start telling her like, girl, calm down. Like, we don't want to see the picture. Like, read the room. Like, stop. Like, you obviously wanted it off social media for a reason. Because she was like, no, I want to show y'all the picture because it was on his page, but I decided to take it down and it was cool. It was up there until I wanted to take it down. So I want to show y'all like it's not a big deal. And they was telling her like, girl, read the room and move on. So that was that on that part.
Huh?
Remember Creepy Ass Miss Woodbury?
Yes, I do.
It's for a different context, but that's where it starts.
Okay, so you guys know that video of
Okay, so I took out the part of the celebrity conversation and then I picked back up on the live where she was basically trying to prove that they set this up. So she went to say like, oh, these are the receipts. So now she's basically showing receipts that they basically were plotting this argument, okay? And so she's going on to further prove that she didn't do nothing wrong to him, and she's further proving that they set this whole argument up and it was a whole scheme. And she talked about, oh, look, I've been texted him and told him let's fake an argument for views, blase, blase. So that's this part where it picks back up because I chopped parts out.
us was leaked, or we leaked that video on July 20th at 1 o'clock a.m. because Tasha Mob was on there. This is me texting my husband. Someone said, why did I expose this other interracial family? It wasn't to expose them. I'm just showing you guys my text messages that I sent to my husband. So this is me from Wife Rose.
Could be just your opinion anyway.
Yeah. This is me from Wife Rose, and this is July 18th, before I asked him if we could fake a breakup so that these women, and I showed him all the examples of the multiple times people within our same niche have faked a breakup. So this is super blurry. I don't know why it's so blurry.
You filtered it before to just make sure that I'm not saying anything.
It's so blurry, but this is me showing him all the examples of people that have faked a breakup. And so this was me asking him if we could fake a breakup.
Okay, so as you can see, she's saying that
Careful, we got personal text in there too, so just
Okay.
show what you want to show.
So, with that being said, I don't have to apologize to him. I need to apologize to you guys because it was more to troll the trolls that were trolling us for so long. It was not to troll you, my true supporters. It was to give them something to talk about because they were talking about us every single day for hours anyways. What's the act with your mother sleeping with her son? No. And your grandmother being a stripper. My grandmother was not a stripper. My mom was. So I don't. Is the OnlyFans real or fake? I have an OnlyFans doing yoga. It was very real. Please subscribe. I was doing yoga on here and someone suggested to get an OnlyFans instead. So it took that we could do our yoga on there.
Content was too,
Yeah, they said our content was not family oriented when we were posting it here, and they suggested to get an OnlyFans. So yes, I do have the. Someone said it's the OnlyFans real or fake. Please subscribe. It's Queen of Kings.
that video where we're stretching.
Yeah, we're doing yoga. Queen of Kings. Someone said, so that means you put money in their pockets. Well,
Basically.
actually, there's no money in their pockets because they are not monetized. We just wanted to watch them look stupid. Heather, yeah, sure. You were fighting, trying to act like you take care of him when he's.
Child, people don't be hearing themselves. She said, I just wanted them to look. She like, I wanted to make my husband look like a fool so that they could look at it and look like a fool while me making my husband look like a fool. But now that it backfired on me, it was all a lie. I bet you if everybody was on her side and they was like, oh, he out of line for letting her pay for her Range Rover. If the narrative was different and people was like, oh, he's a bum, he's trifling, he was sleeping on an air mattress, you think she would have cleared up this lie? You think she'd be in front of the camera talking about, I just gave them information so that they could look silly? Some tells me if the narrative was different and if people was calling him her white king, a white bum, and they was saying that she was a strong black woman for putting that white king on her back and carrying him, I don't think she would have said a thing. But it's convenient now that that's what it was. Let's bring that back, because she said what?
Someone said, so that means you put money in their pockets. Well, actually, there's no money in their pockets because they are not monetized. We just wanted to watch them look stupid. Heather, yeah, sure. You were fighting, trying to act like you take care of him when he's the one that takes care of you. And so he lost his job. He has a job. When he loses his job, he gets another one. But my grandma was never a stripper. I never said that. My mother was with her daughter. Not me. I'm not the daughter that she was dancing with. But my mother was. You have lint in your hair. Do you always hold him?
She picking him up today after I said that man always hold him if she don't always hold him. I tell you that.
It was confusing finding out things were made up. So going forward, you will not do this again? Alora, absolutely not. And all of our content has always been genuine and authentic. That's why in the messages that...
Hold on, let me bring that back. Because this whole live, she didn't put that baby down. In my live, I was like, dang, do she ever hold the baby? Now in this live, she ain't put the baby down. Child, she ain't put that baby down. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to hear the commentary without the baby. She wouldn't put him down for nothing.
With her daughter. Not me. I'm not the daughter that she was dancing with. But my mother was. You have lint in your hair. Do you always hold him? She is apologizing because many felt that she was authentic, true to the core. So it was confusing finding out things were made up. So going forward, you will not do this again? Alora, absolutely not. And all of our content has always been genuine and authentic. That's why in the messages that I leaked, when I wrote Dana, I said, in the messages, if you go and look at my, what is it called? My community page, I messaged Dana and I said, I was taking this platform way too serious, giving them too much of me, and I should have just taken it as entertainment. Because that's how I felt in that time with people just bashing my family.
Y'all say she always
even though
holding
we
her
were
baby?
just doing positive
okay.
stuff. And then Dana replied with, girl, they don't want to see nothing positive. They want to see negativity. So we were talking about the trolls, not my supporters. But, so yeah. Thank you. I was so mad at you. I've been trying to delete my negative comments. Oh, sorry, Laura. But yeah, so, yeah, it was not to reach my supporters. That's why we did it at 1 o'clock in the morning when Tasha Mob was on live is when we did it. And we thought that all of our other subscribers would not be on live. She is creative said, do you have Cash App?
Dude, and it's crazy because some of her fans really believe that. Some of her fans really believe that. I got a channel with 300,000+ people. I could go live, and this was when I've been kind of throwing out the algorithm a little bit because I haven't been doing content. But when I was consistently doing content, and it seems like they're doing content every single day, so she's definitely in the algorithm. Her fans are definitely watching, and she has subscribers and she's very active on all her platforms. So me, when I was very active on my page, and I would go live at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, I would always have people in my live. So for you to have 1 million subscribers on one page, 400,000 subscribers on another page, but then you went live thinking, oh, none of my people are going to be on here. Girl.
That's why we did it at 1 o'clock in the morning when Tasha Mob was on live is when we did it. And we thought that all of our other subscribers would not be on live. She is creative said, do you have Cash App? I do not have Cash App. She is creative. Thank you so much. She not doing anything different at these other YouTubers aren't doing. Leave her alone. Thank you, Beverly. But no, we won't. The point is she doesn't owe these strangers an apology. She owes that to her husband and children. But why do I owe my husband an apology if he literally knew what we were doing? He literally agreed to troll the trolls. Not to troll my subscribers or my supporters, but he agreed to troll the trolls. So that's why the very day after, me and my husband were dancing, because it was not to get to my supporters, it was to get to the haters. The very day after, if you guys look at the timeline and look back at our videos, the very morning we were dancing. You should have known that there was nothing. We were dancing the very day after. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, I will not be doing that again. That's really not in my character. And again, it wasn't for you guys. Okay, now as far as the baby, you guys keep saying, what was I gonna say? My mom, no, that's real. But what was I gonna say?
My mom, no, that's real. You see how it affects you when you lie? Then the stuff that's so-called real become questionable. So now you done faked this whole thing with your man, according to you. And you did it at 1 o'clock in the morning, according to you, with a 400,000 page and 1 million page subscribers. And according to you, at 1 a.m., none of your subscribers were going to be up, but the trolls was going to be up. But you didn't think none of your subscribers was going to be up. So you came up with this fake argument, according to you. But so now people are questioning the disparaging things that you've said about your mother. Is that fake too? And so according to her, she said, my mom, no, that was real. She brushed by that so fast. She brushed by that mama part so fast. My mom, that was real. Oh, then she went on to say her mom was trying to promote a book. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. She said, my mom, that was real.
I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, I will not be doing that again. That's really not in my character. And again, it wasn't for you guys. Okay, now as far as the baby, you guys keep saying, what was I gonna say? My mom, no, that's that's real. But what was I gonna say? The baby. Do I ever put my baby down? Why do people care so much? I didn't know that that was a thing. Why do people hate babies to be held? I never knew people hated babies to be held. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. My baby is only 7 months old, guys. I think you guys think he's so old. You guys are trying to grow him. Someone said damage control. And let me tell you guys something about that. To be honest, this apology is likely to cause more damage than us leaving it. Because we were getting on big people's channels. And the thing about that is some people will have their opinions, some people will think of it negative, and some people will go and follow us. You guys, because of that little argument, which it was not, you know, our goal, but because of that argument, our views have went up.
You hear that? Did y'all catch that? Before I point out what she just said, did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch it? I'm finna point out what she just said, but I want to know if y'all clocked it. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Let me bring it back. She said, before we did that video, she said, it wasn't our goal. She said it wasn't that wasn't their goal. Okay? It wasn't their goal to make that video and go, you know, and to get all these views and to go viral. That's basically what she's saying, right? It wasn't our goal to do that video, it to go viral, but yet she showed text messages to her husband where they planned to go viral. They planned to fake a breakup. And she pointed out how these couples, the effect that planning and faking these breakups did to these channels. And when these couples faked their breakups, what happened? They got a lot of attention. So it's kind of quite interesting that on one hand, you say you planned this and you showed your husband all of the research of what happens when these couples fake a breakup, because obviously what happens is they get a lot of attention. Now you're saying, oh, it wasn't my goal to get all this attention, but since I did it, my views went up and I got all these more subscribers. And she claimed that this whole faked argument happened on July 20th, which was 10 days ago. But then she's talking about how her clout has been increasing for the last month. So it's like, which one is it? Which one is it? Was this an argument that wasn't made to get out? Or was this an argument that, child, let me bring it back.
This apology is likely to cause more damage than us leaving it. Because we were getting on big people's channels. And the thing about that is some people will have their opinions, some people will think of it negative, and some people will go and follow us. You guys, because of that little argument, which it was not, you know, our goal, but because of that argument, our views have went up, our subscribers have went up, our money has went up. So no, this is not damage control in a like a business savvy way of thinking. I would not apologize, and I would continue to grow in subscriptions and in money and in being on big people's, because when you're an influencer, you know that no publicity is bad publicity. No publicity is bad publicity. It's all publicity. So, given the fact that I've made 46,000 new subscribers in 26 days, I made 46,000 new subscribers in 26 days. There is no damage control, my love. It's just me apologizing because it blew out of proportion. And I don't want to, I'm not a person that lives a life falsely. And I don't want to live a life falsely. Beverly says, so is it a real baby or fake? It's raining right now. It's raining a lot because it is hurricane season. Yeah. So like the damage control comments are a little bit silly. If only you guys knew. My subscribers were still supporting me. I still had have you guys been watching my lives? Everybody has still been like B-Rose. Everybody, we've been good. On every single platform, I've grown. I've not been losing anything. I've been growing because of this. There's no damage control. This is more damaging. Me admitting this is much more damaging. Please understand that. Yeah, I gave my location that I'm on Oahu because the crazies were already saying it anyway. So instead of thinking that they are doing something by, you know, when I show you guys me at the beach or when I show you guys anything, they're saying what beach I'm on and they're saying where I'm at. So yeah, I just let you guys know I'm on Oahu. And I feel better doing that now anyways. I feel like they cannot control my content because now I can show you guys me traveling to the different islands, and I can show you guys our favorite things to do here in Oahu like I planned on doing, and I can show you guys like the price of living out here and whatnot. Why did you transfer to live videos? Because my camera and my computer broke.
All right. So that was that on that. Y'all let me know what it's giving. Do y'all want me to open up the phone lines? And if y'all want to donate to the channel, child, y'all definitely can send me $1. Because I went through a lot of work to blur the babies out and all that, and to cut it down to the meat and the potatoes of the situation. Because she was talking about all kind of other stuff in between. I had to chop out this, chop out that, chop out this, chop. I'm over here doing the work. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, send your girl $1. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to open up the phone lines and talk about this, or are we good? Where we're at, because baby, it's a whole lot of. Only thing that I will say, Rose, if you dox people, that's dead wrong. You don't need to be doxing people, and anybody else doxing anybody, let's just not do that. Let's do commentary. Let's keep the kids out of it, and you know, don't go speaking on people's kids in a negative manner, Rose, and whoever anybody else is speaking on kids, child, leave the kids out. Like, you know what I mean? Go blow for blow with the adults. Somebody said, what's wrong with the old Cash App? I don't know. Cash App hated on me. I don't know. My Cash App don't work. The old one don't work. I had to shut it down. So I had to make a new one. Don't say, because somebody said open up the lines. don't say open the line and you not somebody that's gonna call in. Cause what'll happen is somebody in the comments will be like, open the line. Then I open the line and then nobody hit the line. I'ma open the line if y'all actually gonna hit the line. Who actually, if I open the line, who gonna actually call in? Press 1. If you gonna call in, press 1. Then we'll open the line. If you ain't gonna call in, then we gonna end it. But shout out to everybody who sent in a donation. Thank you to everybody who donated to this stream. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Your girl has been off work for a month, so y'all know it's grind time. I'm back and I'm better. Also, check me out on my website, www.niquelaclaire.com. Okay, we got some ones. One. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna open it up. www.niquelaclaire.com is my website. Go get you a toy off of there. Get you something, because you know you don't want to be out here slipping, dealing with no BS that you ain't got to deal with. Okay. Every time I go into this, it just always mess up and don't pick up the. Okay. It always mess up my camera. Like, what is it giving? Okay. All right, that's the link right there. I gotta fix my camera. Okay, boom, back in business like I never left. All right, so that's the StreamYard stream. Leave your commentary to like 2 minutes. Rose, if you are in the bushes, come through. Come through. Step about the bushes one time and talk. Yeah, child, somebody said too. I heard that, Kim. She said, listen, I'm not about to click the link. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not about to click the link. Oh, no. I never said I was closing my website. I'm not closing my website. I am going to go like once everything is sold out, I am going to go in another direction, but I'm not closing my website. Danny, hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. I just have something to say because I've been watching Rose for maybe a couple months now. And I just think it's so funny that she's saying all this stuff is fake, but I feel like for them to have this perfect relationship and, she's with this white man who has saved her, I find it hard to believe that all that was lies just for publicity. It's just, you're going to lie and say that your husband is a deadbeat, he broke, sleeping on a mattress. That doesn't make sense. This is how these people make their money. So why would you say he a bum and take care of his kid?
Right, when that's the persona that's giving your brand
him
bread.
Saving you.
Mm-hmm.
I think what happened when she was upset, she got on the internet, and now she's dealing with the aftermath.
All right, thank you, Danny.
You're welcome.
All right, Walk.
What up, Nick?
Hey,
can you hear me?
Thoughts?
What's up, yo? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think she full of shit, man.
No cursing,
we all know what's going on.
But go ahead.
I apologize. We all know what's going on, man. She, like you were saying earlier, she tried to lift this white man up, saying how he was so much better than black men. And come to find out, man, she got him off a mattress from the ghetto, man. I'm like, good God. And ain't nobody with common sense, especially if you got that many enemies out there who want to see the downfall of your relationship. Nobody with common sense is going to get online and slander their spouse like that to give their enemies motion. You know what I'm saying? So She did that. Yeah, she got mad. What she got mad at him about, we may never know. But all we seen was the result of it, and the result was her saying she was drunk. Well, when you drunk, the truth come out. Her saying she was drunk and she was telling all their business, and saying dude never bought her what her divester followers think that he bought her, and now all of her divester followers are trying to say, oh, it was fake. It was fake. It was a plot to get views and stuff. Come on, man. Anybody with street sense knows, that she's lying. She even looked like she was lying the whole time she was trying to explain it. It was funny, man. And for Tasha K to call her little Bill, that was hilarious. Cause now I can't unsee it.
I haven't even. So Tasha K did a whole, because she kept saying not Tasha K, somebody named Tasha Mob. So Tasha K did a video too.
Yeah, Tasha K did a live on her last night, and on TikTok, Tasha K got the little Bill emojis on the TikTok video.
Oh,
that's how I know she was talking about Tasha K. She was probably saying Tasha Mob because she was talking about Tasha and her mob of followers. That's probably why she was saying Tasha Mob instead of calling them winos and stuff.
Okay, because no, when I was looking at it, she was like, not Tasha K, Tasha Mob, Tosh or something like that. But
yeah, she was talking about Tasha Mob, the winos. I guess that's what she was talking about, Tasha Mob and stuff like that. Because Tasha K did a video on her last night, and she said she went live last night when Tasha K was live doing a video on her last night. That's how I know she was talking about Tasha K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that was funny, man. Oh man, calling a little Bill. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Okay. Ooh-wee, man.
All right, thank you. I want you to stay on because one of her fans might click on and they might have a word.
Okay.
All right. Anique?
Hi, everybody. Sorry. I just want to say that it's sad what she did with her husband because he will never trust her again. What she did, I'm telling you, don't do that to a man. Do not humiliate it like she did. Another thing that I'm really, really I think she's not healed from her last relationship with her baby daddies, and you can see that in her. She's not passed over it. That's the thing. She's still so focused on that, and I think she wanted black love and she didn't receive it. So the bitterness is still there.
What did you say? The last part, I didn't hear you.
I said she's still bitter about the fact that the black man who she had left her, and then she's still there. So all this thing about the white man is like a savior complex that she's looking for, and now she humiliated him. I'm pretty sure that this marriage is over. They won't be like they used to be before, for me.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Walk, they are correcting you in the comments. They said that there is 2 different Tasha channels. They said Tasha Mob is a YouTuber and then Tasha K is Tasha K.
Okay, well, I just know she said something about last night that Tasha K, she said Tasha was on last night live doing a video about it while she was live. And I seen Tasha K was live exactly when she was live doing a video about it. That's why I thought she was talking about Tasha K, because that's the only Tasha I know.
Okay, well, maybe she was probably talking about a little bit of both of them then.
Yeah, probably, because Tasha K was live exactly when she was live, and she said when she went live, Tasha was live. So I don't know where other Tasha was live last night, but I seen Tasha K was live last night when she was live.
Okay.
And then she was complaining about her, and she was talking about it the exact same time that she was live. So that's why I thought she was talking about it. Oh, all I know is when she called a little Bill, that shit was that was hilarious.
Oop, Walk, gotta bring you down. All right, Ray.
Yes, I just feel like Rose is very much concerned about how other people perceive her, which is what caused her to start her channel in the first place. She had a point to prove about how she was worthy despite what her baby daddy did, which she's still bitter about, unfortunately. And then whatever set her off, along with her postpartum depression, triggered her issues once again with this current husband of hers. She tried to prove that, due to his race, how much he makes, how tall he is, because these are things she's mentioned about her husband, that somehow has upgraded her or shown her worthy of someone of high value. And that is what she wanted us to believe. But then in that video where she was clearly actually upset, she spoke her truth about what she was dealing with privately. And due to what happened to her privately, she does not believe that this man is actually worthy of her respect deep down, even though she manipulated the things that appeared to be true about him in order to gain respect from her audience. And it's just sad to me that if it were a stunt, that she would pull it in front of the kids, because her kids' mental health is not worth whatever she was trying to prove online, once again, for the attention or the clout of others. And that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you, Ray. Before I go to the next one, hold on. Let me put this comment on the screen real quick. I don't have to, but why not? Let's talk about it real quick. Hold on. Let me put this comment on the screen real quick. And then I'm gonna go to the next one. One sec. All right. So Elle, probably somebody from a burner account or one of her fans, they want to know, they got a question for the kid. All right, so Elle says, is there a reason you keep covering this family? You seem a bit obsessed. Talk about a white woman like this, I dare you. Okay, so let me let you know something, Elle. I am a YouTuber. I do commentary on trending topics. Okay? That is what gets the coin. That is how I make my money. I don't talk about white topics in general. I don't have a white audience. I have a black audience. I talk about black culture. I talk about black news. I talk about things trending in my demographic, okay? And she is part of my demographic. Now, if there's something super viral that happens to be a story that is not within my demographic, I do cover white topics as well. However, my commentary is mainly based around my culture, okay? She falls into that. This story is trending. It's viral. It's popping. I'm gonna get this work off, okay? Period. So if you don't like it, go somewhere. Because as long as it's viral and as long as she trending, I might pop out another video because, baby, the coins say, girl, you need to work. And we gonna talk about what's trending. And baby girl is trending, and we gonna clock everything, and I'm gonna do the work about it. Okay, period. So anyways, let's see. Lee, hi, how are you?
Hi, Anique. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, see, let me start this off. So I really like Rose's content. Now, it has shifted drastically now. And I really hate that she did, all money isn't good money. Mm-hmm. So I hate that she did this, like, for the views and, like, to bring in more followers. Because, her content is sarcasm and trolling people. So, like, somebody just tagged me and they said something about she questioned her husband's sexuality or she called out his sexuality. I didn't hear that part. And I also got on the live pretty late. But according to her, so this is why I say some of that was real, and it's hard to differentiate what was real and what was fake. Because on the cleanup live that she did, she was like, he told her to get on live. And I took that as he told you to get on live so he can control himself. Or, that's how I insinuated it. Because she was like, when he told me to get on live, I got on live because I didn't know how he was going to, how it was going to go. So she wanted some witnesses. And that right there creates another perception about your husband. I just wish you would have kept it offline.
So do you believe her when she say that she set this up on purpose? Because what you just said contradicts that.
Well, that's what she said. Because it's like on a live that I think it's the very next day. and she's on live, and she starts off in the kitchen area, and then she sits down, and one of the boys is like walking around a little bit. But I think it's from yesterday's live, but those were her words. Like, he told her to get on live, so she got on live. And then that's when she started doing this comparison about like when Black people, when we commit and and act, because I don't want to say the word on your on your page, but like when we commit something, we always like have a specific target most times, like somebody that's done you wrong or somebody that's got under your skin. That's the person you go after. But she said like, whereas like it's white people, you really don't know their temperament, because like we versus us, like when a Black person is upset, they're upset, but when a white person is upset, they might be speaking to everybody and keeping calm and collect, and then they get you. So she gave all that comparison after she said what she said, but I just repeated to you. So I was like, yeah, so it was real to a certain extent.
All right, so you think she's lying and she's doing damage control?
She's doing damage control, but I really like my girl. I like Rose. I really like Rose. I didn't see Tasha K's interview yet, like the young man had just said. But I just wish she would have stayed off the internet, because, like, as far as her husband being a bum, I thought he was a truck driver. She said he's a truck driver. He's also working in Hawaii. But when they were back home, before her social media popped off, he was the one going to work. So, I mean, like when that power dynamic changes, it's kind of like emasculation for me. When I'm looking at the videos and she's going off like that. Now, I know a lot of times when women and men argue, we don't argue fair.
I'm gonna pause you real quick. Somebody in the chat, they asked you a question. They said, "What do you like about her?"
I mean, the trolling. I see. I'm a Scorpio, so like when people ask dumb stuff, I can be very sarcastic. It depends on if you're asking me a serious question, I can be serious, give you research and all that other stuff. But when you want to get under my skin, I can scoot to your level. And she does a lot of that. So a lot of her stuff is her reading people and replying back to people. Like she'll read a comment out loud and then she'll troll that person publicly. And that's just the a-hole in me when when I'm just looking at it and liking stuff.
All righty. Thank you, Lee.
All right.
Thank you. All right. JD, hello. I seen you got the bag, huh, JD? Oh, they clicked off. Child, I think that's the one that was donated. They got the money, honey. London, hello.
Hey, Nique, how are you?
How you doing?
Okay, I'm doing good. I love your show, by the way. Okay.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. So, I just came on here to say, first of all these delusional fans of hers that want to keep making excuses for her need to sit down, because y'all always going to make the narrative fit your situation. You're going to try to make it make sense when it doesn't. She told what was going on with that man before they got money. Yeah, he may have money now because he's doing YouTube with her. Okay, so of course he got money now. He ain't no bum now. But when she was in her feelings, when he made her man pissed off or whatever he did, baby, she let the beans spill and she told the truth. Everything she said, I believe, are facts. And she may have, maybe over exaggerated some things, but it's some truth all the way through everything she said about that man. And now because she knows she's gonna stay with him and they're gonna be together, she wanna clean up his image. So then she on here lying, talking about she made it all up. No, baby. The truth is the truth, and that's what she told. And that's all I got to say.
And that's that on that. Thank you.
Period. You're welcome. Bye, Nique.
All right, bye. JD, hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
JD, that's you dropping all them coins in the chat?
It is, and it's not even about the coins. Right now, this is about the truth and only the truth.
Okay, I'm going to stop you real quick. All right, so I'm going to let you say your piece. I just want to give you some crown rules. No doxing, no telling nobody's like personal. But yeah, you could give your input, but just no doxing stuff, okay?
Completely understand.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let me lay the groundwork. There is a very specific timeline that Rose cannot deny. Rose has deleted some things off her community post, and she deleted all her lives for a reason. She started this. She basically went after people who were reacting on her content, which is very allowed here on YouTube. But then she went and became a bully, taking her 1 million subscribers, and she doxed people on her platform, posting their pages, and you know, there were consequences to that. But Rose is standing on her lies, but she doesn't like the outcome, and now she's trying to backpedal and pretend that it's not true. She didn't only dox people, but she said some very, very vile things that I asked her in her chat today. The truth is out there, Anique. I think people just have to explore and see. The timeline is very clear. She's saying the 18th, the 16th. Rose needs to go back to the beginning of July. What happened then? What were you doing behind the scenes? What other conversations have you been having behind the scenes, and with who?
What's your YouTube channel? Because the people that they feel like the tea over on your channel, girl. What's your channel?
I don't look. I've been on Talk About It with Tasha's like panel, but I really want to tell the truth, and I want to articulate this in a particular way. Rose cannot deny facts. She can't, because I the truth will be found when I do create it. I will it will be found if it's meant to be found. But Rose can't deny it because she
did Rose dox you? Did she dox you?
No. I was on the panel when Rose went in to talk about it with Tasha's panel. With a person with 1 million subscribers went into a smaller creator's channel thinking that she could bully Brigade and really do whatever she needed to do, and nobody would bat an eye, because I believe she's been doing this for some time. They're not the only victims. It's not only her, but she doxed T-Goddess 777, and she also said some vile things about Chanel's deceased child. And they can tell their stories the best. But I happened to be on that panel that day when Rose used her own voice to really say some disgusting things after she also had doxed several people and posted several things on her community wall. Rose cannot lie about this. The facts are there. Just because you deleted it, it doesn't mean it didn't happen. There's a sequence of things. She filed a report on July 10th. What happened before that? Do you know that the person she doxed got robbed?
No, I didn't know nothing about
And it's you know, everything's an allegation until things are proven. But I'm telling you, all these things are provable. I don't ride behind things that are not, you know, factual. And I've observed. I'm an independent thinker. And Rose, I followed Rose for some time, but I saw some very concerning things. And the thing with Rose is just uncomfortable that her truth is shining bright on her. This is the real Rose. She's a bully. She tries to antagonize people and race bait. And then she pretends that she's the victim. She's not. She's been doing a lot of vile things, not only within her own family, but she's been targeting people. I will stand behind that 100% because I guarantee it. Rose cannot prove it otherwise. And those allegations she made today, she's trying to make it seem like it's Talk About It with Tosh. That's slander because she knows it's not. She cannot prove the things that she said. Ask her to post all the proof. She won't be able to.
All right. I'm trying to see, has this Talk About It with Tosh, has this person ever did commentary on me before? Hold on, let me see real quick. The name sound familiar.
She hasn't. Not that I've seen, but she's the one who started the whole, you know, calling her Lil Bill and so forth. And I think that's why, see, I think it makes Rose uncomfortable that people can be authentic and really stand in their authenticity. That panel had a diverse group of people, but Rose is trying to generalize people.
Oh, okay, no, this is not who I thought it was. I thought it was somebody else for a second. All right. No. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't think they did no commentary on me. Okay. At first second, I looked at the page. I was like, wait a minute.
No.
But no, I don't think so. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but it's the truth is out there. Rose deleted from her page. She did a little cleanup not too long ago after the situation with, you know, when she's trying to say it was an act. It wasn't an act. That night that she said all those things about Brett, she finished that bottle of Prosecco because Brett would not bait in and attack her mom with her because her mom called her out. That's a fact. Prove otherwise, and she cannot. Facts are facts, and you can never change a fact because it's a fact, and there's a timeline, and there's proof.
All right, all right, all right. Well, thank you, JT, for letting us know. Cause again, like I just seen what was trending and hopped on the bandwagon because child, I got bills to pay. But thank you for giving us insight because I have no idea about all of the back stuff that's been happening in the background. Cause yeah, I've been laying in my bed recovering. But thank you for the insight.
I appreciate it.
And
You have a great platform. Keep it up, and I appreciate you bringing light to this too and discussing it. Thank you.
all right, thank you. Truth teller, did we come to you already?
No, not yet. Y'all on me now, though, I guess.
Go ahead, girl.
Okay, honey. I was a little
Oh
tipsy the
wait,
other night, but
wait,
I'm
before you
back.
go, I just want to say the whole robbery thing, I can't confirm or deny. The person that JD said got robbed and she said it was possibly from Rose. I can't confirm that. I'm not backing that. We just gonna hear the tea and it is what it is. But go ahead, Truth teller.
Right. I definitely agree. I agree with most of what the previous girl said, far as like what was exposed online, with her fallout with her mom first, and then after that she felt as though he didn't defend her, and then they was taking up for him like, oh, she's the aggressor, oh, she seems violent, oh, she seems erratic, and he got all the praise, I'm guessing, and of course she does not like that one bit from what I've seen. And you just go to exposing this man. You go online, you already admitted, at first you admitted that you were tipsy, oh, you drunk, and who doesn't have fights with their husband, and that was your first lie. That's what you told at first, that's what you came out and said. Before now you coming out and saying, oh, it was all staged, it was all a hoax, and the real ones know if you were there for their live, then you know that it was not staged. You know that they were both saying how they truly felt and have felt for years, it seems to me. How she said how he treats Raiden different from her other children. And she said, even your own mom said that, Brad, where is your daughter? And I feel like all of that's not nothing staged. I feel like it wouldn't even went that far if it was staged. So that's how I know it was real. But I want to go on to say, just previously watching her, I mean, you could just tell the narcissistic traits from both of them. But just previously, like watching her old videos, like the young lady said before me, she said like a lot of videos and stuff like that got deleted, and a lot of lives. And I saw a couple of those lives that were deleted. Now, I think that she gets angry and she gets upset. Like I said, I think this is my opinion. I think that she gets angry and she gets upset that man, if he does not act like he wants to be in her video, if he does not pick up a camera and participate, because we got to keep in mind now, she uproots them so much from what Brett said in that argument. She uproots them so much that he can't even keep a stable job, I'm sure, to sustain his family. So, I mean, of course, why would you not get upset? And YouTube is one of your top, I'm guessing highest paying, one of your highest paying, one of your jobs, really. So why would you not get upset? Why would you not feel away? I remember in one live I saw her tell him, "Come, where are you going?" This man just stood up, it's like he was finna walk in the kitchen or go to the restroom. Once he stood up, she said, "Where are you going, Brett? Come sit down. Come and sit down. We have to finish this." And on live in front of so many people, like this man can stand up and you tell him come sit down like he's beneath you or under you in a way. And I just saw a lot. It's been a lot, and I feel like, yes, girl, you had to delete that. That was even when you was in Arizona, how you was running this man. Even when y'all did the home renovations, this man had no say so in how you wanted to renovate their house. No say so at all. No say so, to the point where a construction worker or a retail, whatever interior designer, whoever he was, he came into the house and they was refixing up the kitchen, and she said something, and then Brett said something, and the guy was like, "Oh, I see who wears the pants." And that video is still up on her page, and she laughed about it, and Brett was kind of upset. So it's obvious that she makes the money. She's in control. She can uproot them when she wants. She feels as though she has that power. But what I honestly think is, on top of that, not only that, but on top of that, I feel like, why did you even have to portray this man to be something that he wasn't? Now, if you know Rose, then she will talk about her, not know her, because I don't know this lady from a can of paint. I'm just talking about what I know from hours and hours of lives when I got in and heard this and heard that and got on out. So you sit up and talk about, your husband and his wife, and often how he doesn't want to be, in your children's life. This is what you said. This is all out of your mouth. he didn't want to be a part of your children's life. The girl was just a mistress. He kicked you out for her. All of that. So I feel like personally, you had to put this man on the highest pedestal just to appear like he has treated you better than your husband. Oh, he bought me this Range Rover. Oh, he bought this house and he did this and he did that. And look at this. Look how more so better I'm getting treated than your wife. It's
All
how
right.
I feel.
I gotta
personally.
stop you right there. It's a whole queue of people, and I don't got a lot of more minutes. But thank you so much, Truth Teller, for coming up.
Okay.
You dropped some nuggets, girl. You dropped some nuggets. The people's
Okay, and I'll definitely be back. Okay, can I say one more thing before I go? Because I know you got a whole lot of more people ahead. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I say one more thing before I go? Okay, because I'm in Memphis, baby. I'm with all that shit. You hear me? Like baby, we don't play none of that. We real out here. We expose the fake. But another thing, she likes to talk about race. She likes to touch on race and then talk about how people are racist to you. You stay in the racist state and they don't like you there and you move. That's why you move. All of that. But then you sit up and make videos like a hypocrite does. You sit up and make videos, white people activities, or white people kill much more than black people, or that's white people stuff. I don't want to do it. Like, that's all racist. That's very hypocritical. And I feel like, that plays a role in why people are looking at you the way they're looking at you today, because of how you portray yourself, what you put out online. And that's why you deleted it. Period. Bye, babes.
All right. Thank you. Wait, she blocked you online or something?
Oh no, I'm not blocked. I'm just a viewer looking in, just like you all, just analyzing.
You said that's why she deleted it. Oh, okay. I thought.
That's why she deleted all her, all of her lives that she'd ever recorded.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Thank you.
But okay. Thank you. You have a good night.
All right. Keep to self. Did we already come to you? Keep to self. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Did we already come to you?
No, not yet. I never do this, but I just feel so pulled to do it. I've been watching that girl for maybe like a year or two. I don't even know. And what would always irritate me is the fact that everything is my husband, my husband, my husband. I don't understand why it's a fascination about her having to repeat a million times that she's married, as we can see that, as she's always portrayed a role of her husband being superior, and he's the one that brought her from the trenches, yet. But I honestly, as everyone else has said, feel like this whole thing is a lie. So that's it, pretty much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so I'm gonna take one more. I know it's a long queue. I apologize, but child, I've been out of work for a month. I gotta get it rolling. I gotta go into the next thing. Child, I gotta grind. Also, y'all, I have my dating show that is about to be coming out. Definitely watch it. It is funny. It is a cackle. I am definitely going to try to get it to y'all very, 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 very soon. But yeah, I got a lot of topics to go over, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. But Rose, you done made your audience mad is what I'm gathering. Okay, and you have offended a lot of black women. And from what I'm hearing, because again, when I tell y'all I don't watch this girl, I'm telling you the God honest truth. I'm a YouTuber, so it don't take me much to like scroll a person's page and kind of clock what's really going on, because I've been doing this for 8 years consistently now. So, I skim through a story, okay, I watch it, and I'm like, okay, I come up with my analysis and go from there. I really, like I said, don't know this girl from a can of paint, didn't watch her, period. But what I have gathered is you are a woman that people resonated with, okay? You have an audience that you divested and you are swirling and things like that. But you have a lot of black women that are viewing your content, gravitating to you, your personality, and things like that. What I'm gathering from listening to all of your supporters is that you are unconsciously offending your audience, okay? And it's cool to feel like, you leveled up, you're in a good place, you're making money, you're doing these things, but never forget where you came from, because at the end of the day, you are a lot of the black women who are